I have no idea why they asked me to do this. It left a mark, but it still works. They say it's EMP proof too, but I have no way of testing that. Whew, what is going on, YouTube? I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing my book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. Today we're doing a product review for the E-Taker M2000 power station. 2000 watts, really great unit. I just want to let you guys know that today is the only day we had of sunshine, so it has been a mad dash to the finish line in order to get this project done. I only have one day of filming outdoors and a few of the things that I did indoors. Now, when I do these power station product reviews, you guys should know that I use the biggest electronics that I have in order to test the unit. So the biggest electronics people have are, there's a water heater, but mine's hardwired, so I don't have that option. But refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, power tools, that sort of thing. And that's typically what I use in order to promote these products, as well as a coffee maker. You wouldn't think that a coffee maker uses a lot of electricity, but it does. It uses so much electricity. And just so you know, I did double check my shutter speed and it should be fine. But if it looks like the display on the unit is not working, that's not the issue at all. It works perfectly, and it's really easy to read, really easy LCD display. But let's go ahead and get into the review. Since this comes with an MC4 to Anderson cable connector, we're able to use an off-brand solar panel because everything comes with MC4s these days. I'll show you. So this is from a different brand, and it comes like this. This is an MC4. This is an Anderson. So if you take the MC4s, set up your panel, and then the Anderson solar. Another option that we have, which is my least favorite option, but in a pinch it can really help you out, is it comes with a cable that goes to your cigarette lighter. My cigarette lighter doesn't work, but this one does. Then you just put it in there and it'll charge your unit. Again, it's good in a pinch, but not something I would necessarily, I might help if I turned on my car, but not necessarily something I would do because it will drain your battery, but it is an option, and in an emergency, that's a good thing. The E-Taker M2000 power station has cutting-edge technology with up to 96% investing efficiency and 50% less heat dissipation. It is 30% smaller than comparable power supplies out there with a higher power density. It also has 30 to 50% higher energy density, and it survives stringent safety tests. This particular unit has capabilities to expand up to 20 kilowatt hours of battery capacity. In terms of performance, this unit allows up to 16 kilowatts of power output and supports 240 volts, 120 volts, and 230 volts. It supports up to 12 kilowatt hours of power input. It has a lightweight design, and it's super quiet in operation. It is 60% less noisy than most units, and it supports AC charging, solar charging, wind charging, car charging, and EV charging. If you are using 1000 watts or less, it has 0 decibels of sound. The M2000 has an IP63 rating for water and dust protection, making it virtually waterproof and dustproof. It supports temperatures all the way down as low as negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and it can be used in extremely cold conditions where other products or units are not usable. The integrated alloy shell allows for extra strength and durability. This unit is safe and reliable. It has passive cooling of the exterior shell, and it uses a cooling fan as well to ensure you can use it in extreme temperatures. If you are a prepper that is preparing for a possible EMP or CME, this is the only unit on the market that has an electromagnetic shielding effect. The metal enclosure possesses electromagnetic shielding capabilities, effectively blocking external electromagnetic interference from affecting the internal components of the energy storage box. Try saying that 5 times fast. The metal enclosure also can provide higher structural strength and vibration resistance to the energy storage box. It protects the inside from outside impacts and vibrations to improve reliability and durability. In terms of charging, it can support vehicle fast charging up to 500 watts, of fast charging up to 1 kilowatt, and home fast charging up to 1.2 kilowatts, and even the possibility of combined vehicle and PV fast charging, which is not something that most generators can typically provide. In my personal experience, a 1500 watt unit will power all of your necessary appliances in an emergency, the necessary ones. This includes a standard refrigerator, modem, computer, and a television. A 2000 watt unit such as this one adds an additional 500 watts of power beyond what is necessary in an outage, which can allow you to run a small window air conditioner in emergencies or a small heater in colder weather. The easy-to-use LCD display includes a power button, display screen, 21-volt output port, cigarette lighter output port, USB-A port, 100-watt output port, XT60 input port for solar and car, AC output ports, overload protector, AC charging input port, parallel serial port, LED power button, LED light, cooling fan, handle, and foot pad. The battery is a semi-solid state lithium-ion battery with 62 amp hours or 2008 watt hours. The cycle life is 1000 charges. It has over voltage and under voltage protection as well as low and high temperature protection. The output voltage varies depending on your country, but is 100 to 240 volts with an output frequency of 50 to 60 hertz. The pure sine wave output has a rated power of 2000 watts. The DC output is 6 amps max. The car charging port is 12 amps. The USB-A ports are 5 volts, 2.4 amps, and the USB-A3 and A4 are 60 watts max. The USB-C ports are 100 watts maximum. We have the e-taker powering the refrigerator and making a nice cup of joe. And it's doing it beautifully. That's what you need in a power outage. Most important thing is coffee and refrigeration. Am I right? In terms of charging this unit, it is among the highest rated watts I have personally seen, which is very important if you want to use passive solar or pass-through solar generation. This means that you are using the unit at the same time that you are charging the unit. In particular, you can charge it via solar up to 1,000 watts. This is pretty much unheard of, as most max out at about 400 or 500 watts. It is very rare to even see one that will charge at 700 watts. With 1,000 watts, you can charge during the day while using the unit, and the battery capacity is plenty left over at nighttime when there is no sun to run your devices easily while you sleep, and you still have plenty left over when you wake up in the morning. Also, as always, I do recommend that when purchasing a unit, you should always use it. Make it pay for itself. There is no need to have a generator just sitting on a shelf waiting for a power outage with the crazy electricity prices that we are experiencing right now. In California, where I live, electricity is the highest of the nation at 42 cents per kilowatt hour at the lowest, and I want to get the money that I put into a unit, and then some. These truly do pay for themselves if you use them on a regular basis. Keep in mind that this unit is smaller and lighter than its competitors. It only weighs 17 kilograms, and for a 2,000 watt unit, 2,000 watts. That is very, very light. All right, everybody, I hope that this video has been useful to you. This is definitely among one of my favorite units. 2,000 watt output with 1,000 watt input. Seriously, that is unheard of. I mean, usually they top out 400 or 500 watts. I already said that. 700 if you're lucky, but 1,000 watts. I mean, if you've got 1,000 watts of solar coming in, you can power literally everything in your house while still charging the unit and having that extra battery capacity when the sun goes down. This is one of those units where if I were going to go off grid, like living in a trailer in the forest or what have you, where I would just need a modem, TV, and fridge, this would be the unit for me. Definitely. Definitely the unit for me. All right, folks. As always, do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.